All right. This one's just going to be me talking, sitting down with you guys, and kind of going over everything I felt the last week. While I have had a good week and I've been really positive this week, I feel like a certain amount of it has been really fake. And I think that's due to a couple reasons. One, I've been a lot more active recently, and especially more active alone for the first time in my life. And I think a lot of what I'm feeling has just been pushed to the side because I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And I guess it kind of feels like I'm running from what I'm actually feeling. I feel it sometimes where those real emotions come out behind the wall I'm putting it behind. And it really hits me. But I kind of think that's what I should be doing, faking it till I make it and just keep being positive until I actually am positive and I'm not hiding something behind the wall. I just am what I am. I've been working a lot this month. I went 7 days on into 7 days into 9 days right now. The good thing is I kind of get to think a lot, so I've just been writing down my thoughts and you guys are going to hear them. At work, I got catcalled at a women's prison, which is really funny, and it really lived up to the stereotype. That was interesting. And I also found out I got posted on the T app, which is not fun or interesting. That was interesting reading, I guess. If you did read it, you would swear that I'm Adolf Hitler and like Jeffrey Epstein combined somehow. I've been hearing a lot about my name and a lot of interactions have been happening, but I've been really just sticking to myself. It's been really hard because I lost pretty much my best friend of 3 years who I talk to every single day about every problem. Pretty much my whole other support system besides my ex, which you guys know about that situation. So I just keep losing people, and probably the two most important people to my emotional stability I've lost. So not fun. You know, it was someone I wasn't in a relationship with, but so much of me still went into that, and over 3 years, you know, I feel like I could talk to them about anything. And I guess now I really only have like one friend I talk to consistently, which is not a great number, and if I lose that, then you guys are going to see me just screwed. It's interesting because this was also someone where I wanted to be like them, and I thought they were such an amazing person, and I don't think it could get better. And I find it weird that I keep just losing and losing people over and over. I guess I'm starting to question, you know, what it could be. I guess for the first time in my life, I'm losing people and nothing is happening. It's like I'm going through another breakup, pretty much. And it's another person I wish nothing but the best for. And they had their own reasons for leaving or not being my friend anymore. Hopefully they come back. I think I have a really bad tendency to get overly frustrated, even over something small, and just completely just like the rest of the day I'm just mad. And I think when that happens, it happens really fast, and you know, I don't know why. I think I've been working on trying to get better, and I think the reason is, you know, maybe I didn't have as much social interaction as a child, so whenever it goes south, it just really, everything happens so fast in my brain, and I have a tendency to just like say it's over and blow everything up. Another tendency I really found out that I have recently is that I really always question when things are good. I saw this in, I guess, even in this video where I'm questioning if I'm hiding something behind a wall or I'm running from my feelings. But I think no matter what happens in life, if something's going good, then I question it straight away. I try to find something wrong in it. I try to look for a reason to hate it or whatever it is. I think I've gained a lot of perspective this year, or whether that be from my relationship or just talking to more people and being more grown, I guess, this year. It feels like the first year I've really been an adult. That could be from my relationship or from podcasts I listen to or from just me living more life. What I've come to the conclusion is that the world is really what you make of it and how you see the world. And I really try to choose to see the world in such a beautiful way. And I get that's hard for a lot of people to do, and it's hard for me to do too. But especially since I've started this YouTube channel, I kind of figured out that happiness is a lot of a choice. I get it's not that easy to say just choose to be happy, but I think everyone knows what they have to do to be happy in most cases, and I guess for my whole life I knew what to do too, I just didn't do it. Especially now, I really only have one friend I talk to consistently. I'm really just trying to bloom where I am, and I guess where I've been the most recently is work, and I've tried to be a positive influence, and I've tried to make the world a little bit brighter in my way. If you're walking at an airport and you grin at someone or you tell someone a compliment and they smile, you've made more of an impact on the world than the person who made $1 million. And that's really where I've been trying to grow. I've had a lot of dirt thrown on my name recently, and I guess I'm just trying to make flowers out of that dirt. Another thing is that how lucky I am. I'm lucky to even be here today. I never thought I'd make it past the age of 17. So many things had to go right for me to be here today. I could be in so much worse spaces right now, and I keep this little breast cancer awareness thing on me that I got in the hospital, and I keep it on me to remind myself it's a really evil world we live in. As lucky as I am to do everything I'm doing, I should really be happy, and perspective is a crazy thing. When I could get frustrated over someone not understanding my words, there's someone with cancer out there, and I have coworkers with cancer, and it's just like, how can I even complain? I guess I was never really looking forward to stuff in my life, and now I'm looking forward to every day off. To a certain extent, during my junior year, I think my 3 friends really saved my life. I was planning to not be alive after senior year, and I guess my whole perspective changed when 3 amazing friends came into my life. And I don't talk to them that much anymore, but they're always just so important to me. And I guess I don't really know how to make friends anymore. How am I supposed to make a friend as a grown-ass man with a job? Like, where am I supposed to find a friend? I actually have zero clue. My family came back home, and instead of enjoying, I guess, my family, which I love my family, it's just I found it more stressful that they were back, which is odd. I guess for the first time in my life, I had realized that I could live alone. I've never known that, and I've never thought I would be capable of that. But it was actually harder when they came back. With me working so much, I've really been trying to take accountability for my own happiness. I've always relied on so many other things for my happiness other than me. Me working so much has also made me question what life is about. I've been working 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, and it's just, I get home, I sleep, and then I'm back to it. And it's like, what am I doing in life? This is the first time in my life I've ever been like alone and doing stuff. My confidence in me has grown like so much since, I guess, even starting this. I'm really proud of myself, and I know a lot of people are proud of me too. Life puts you in a spot where you're not even comfortable, or it doesn't necessarily feel right, and I think that's the time to really get the most out of life. That's the time to grow. It's really hard to put into perspective, but nothing changes unless you change. Nothing changes unless you take that first step. Nothing changes unless you move and try. Do something that scares you a little bit. You don't really know what you're capable of until you really take that chance. A lot of my life I was waiting for some perfect moment to happen, for some perfect person to happen, for something to happen to me instead of me happening to life. That perfect version or that perfect person, they're never gonna come. I've been hiking a lot, as you guys have seen, and someone told me that the smallest step forward can change your whole path. And I don't know if they were talking about falling off the cliff, but I took it in a different way, to where me taking these leaps and taking these little steps in life have changed how I see the world completely, and my whole attitude going into life. Trying is what separates you from who you are now and who you can be. And I guess I'm just really trying to be the best person I can be, and I'm really trying to be someone who I never was. In times where my life has felt so uncertain, and I'm feeling uncertain, and I have no idea what I'm even feeling, it's never a bad thing to bet on myself. It's really hard to bet on myself, especially with how everything's been going. I feel like I just keep losing and losing, but I'm gonna keep trying to bet on myself, and I think you guys should too. Thanks for listening to my thoughts over the last week. I love you guys.